What's gonna happen at E3 2021? Smash Brothers news, all sorts of predictions. Let's talk about it.
Block content.
What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your blocked content for today. And yes, Reggie is right there. I'm going to be talking about E3 2021. It's so extremely exciting that we are going to be getting a big Nintendo Direct presentation. It's all but confirmed. Nintendo has gone out and said that they will have a big presence at this year's E3, and of course, E3 itself is finally back after a little while, and well, people are very thrilled to find out what is going to be appearing in that presentation. Now, there's a lot that we can glean from just Nintendo's information and the past couple of weeks in terms of content and videos, right? We just got that incredible trailer for Mario Golf Super Rush that actually dropped today. It was really amazing. It showed a lot of new characters and new mechanics in the game. So yes, they are really, getting a lot of information out there already before they are going to spring these huge reveals on us during E3. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and, of course, the fighters that we're going to be getting, but I also generally want to talk about Nintendo's presence at E3. So, other games, other franchises, your Marios, your Zeldas, potentially even Metroid and other franchises like that. I think that I have a very good grasp on what might be happening, on what might be presented, and also, yes, there are these huge predictions about Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think, of course, the biggest prediction that you can make is that, well, Smash Brothers will at least announce one of the characters, right? One of the Final Fighters Pass 2 characters, but who will it be? Let's talk about it. And also, you can send in your questions for blocked content, our question blocked segment, to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will actually answer your question live on the show. So if you have any questions for blocked content or anything else, leaks or speculation, send them in. Now also, this is really big and super fun. We have a blocked content Discord that we just started, and well, our fans are so incredible. We're already getting a lot of, fan art, which is really amazing. We're going to feature one in this video as well. And you guys are talking about leaks and speculation, Smash Brothers and other games. It's such a fun place, so click the link in the description and become a part of our Discord. So let's talk about all these predictions. And well, we already have a couple of predictions of our own, but we're also going to be talking about the predictions from NintendoEnthusiast.com, and it was originally posted by Shirek Patini, and it actually says 5 predictions for the 2021 Nintendo E3 presentation. Well, E3 is back on the menu, and Nintendo's involvement has been confirmed. There are endless possibilities for what Nintendo could showcase. However, expectations can be a dangerous thing and often lead to disappointment, as we saw with reactions to Nintendo's February Direct this year. While we would love to expect updates on much anticipated titles like Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4, nothing is guaranteed in this industry, especially thanks to everything going on in the world and delays in game development. With that in mind, what could Nintendo's E3 presentation look like through the eyes of some more tempered expectations and educated guesses? Here are 5 predictions we have for the Nintendo E3 Direct. The Legend of Zelda. We all were excited to see Eiji Aonuma in Nintendo's February Direct, just before he let us down gently with the confirmation that we wouldn't be getting an update on the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. However, in that same segment, he also mentioned that Nintendo would update us on the game later this year, and an E3 showcase seems like the perfect time to do just that. A tantalizing glimpse at the game a couple of years ago left us with questions about the return of a humanoid Ganon and a darker tone, a potential underground area underneath Hyrule. Will the Breath of the Wild sequel be a darker and creative follow-up, much like The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask was for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Well, in an interview with Kotaku, Eiji Aonuma mentioned that the studio had so many ideas for Breath of the Wild DLC that they just had to make a sequel instead. Nintendo clearly isn't lacking in creativity, and that bodes well for anything that it chooses to present at E3. Beyond Breath of the Wild sequel, 2021 is still the 35th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD is coming this summer, but we are still holding out hope that Nintendo has more to announce for the big occasion. Switch remasters of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker and The Legend of Zelda Princess would be ideal and are even likely, but remakes of older titles or even a brand new 2D entry wouldn't go amiss either. Then Nintendo Switch Pro. It's the worst kept secret in the industry at this point, but will E3 2021 be the first time to reveal it? Rumors of a so-called Switch Pro model have been circulating for years, but the recent report from Bloomberg may have been the most convincing evidence so far. According to the report, the Switch Pro will feature upgrades such as NVIDIA's deep learning super sampling DLSS technology to achieve 4K resolution in docked mode. A new CPU and chipset will reportedly enable this boost in performance and primarily be used to improve the graphics of the new Switch titles. Reducing the bezel to increase the new OLED screen size to 7 inches would be another fantastic boon for the hypothetical mid-generation refresh. Whilst Nintendo could choose to reveal the Switch Pro at any time it wanted, an E3 unveiling would be, well, result in the biggest reaction from fans and gaming press. We also know that Nintendo has been radio silent on both the next 3D Super Mario installment and the sequel to Breath of the Wild. What could be chalked up to understandable everything going on in the world related delays, but there is a chance that Nintendo has been waiting to release at least Breath of the Wild sequel alongside the Switch Pro as an early system seller. Well, only 1 month remains until we find out for sure. And then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Out of all the potential hopes and expectations for Nintendo's E3 showcase, this one feels like a sure bet. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate only has 2 characters left to be revealed in Fighters Pass Volume 2, considering that the entire Season Pass is slated to be complete by December this year. It stands to reason that Nintendo needs to reveal the next character soon, and I actually think that this is extremely likely that they're going to be doing this. Looking back at the response to revealing 2 characters at E3 2019, well, we're certain that Nintendo will want to have a similar impact with new character reveal this E3. We've all speculated to death about who the next Smash characters for the game could be, and it's hard to predict any rhyme or reason to what Nintendo and Masahiro Sakurai choose. Will the game finally feature Dante from the Devil May Cry series and let players create their dream matchup of Dante versus Bayonetta? Perhaps Crash Bandicoot or Rayman could join and give the game a comprehensive roster of platforming mascots. Personally, they're hoping for Master Chief to finish the fight, but knowing Nintendo, it could also be a choice completely out of left field. And then an update to Nintendo Switch Online. The Nintendo Switch Online service is, well, underwhelming to say the least. Although the selection of NES and SNES games is appreciated, these catalogs are rarely updated with anything substantial, and it feels like the service doesn't hold up when compared to the online offerings of its competitors. Could Nintendo add something new for, the compensation of everything that's going on? That would be very beneficial. Well, after adding the NES and SNES online libraries, the next logical step would be N64 games. There's no evidence of that yet, but having an instant access to N64 classics like Ocarina of Time and Paper Mario could add some much needed value to Nintendo's online offering. With features like save states and rewinds, those games could feel like meaningful and fresh experiences. Right, there's so much to talk about, and of course a surprise that no one sees coming. Nintendo loves that kind of stuff, the one more thing. And of course, well, a version of Mother 3 has become a meme at this point, but what if Nintendo actually shadow dropped it during a direct? Nintendo has been on a constant run of Mario-themed sports games in the past. Could that mean an unexpected return for Mario Strikers, or maybe even a new Donkey Kong title? There's so much that they could actually do. Well, we're waiting for it, but yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong could finally take center stage, or something else that's really out of left field. I am really curious if you guys have any specific thoughts about this E3 presentation that Nintendo is doing with their huge new Nintendo Direct. So today's comment question is, what are your expectations for this year's E3? Your answer could be featured and read out loud in our next video, so let me know right now in the comments below, and I'll read through all of them. And our previous comment question winner actually comes to us from our user Jose Luis Trejo. Okay guys, I'm expecting to see the next Smash Ultimate DLC character, and I want to share this with everyone. This is not a wish list, it's a prediction about which characters I believe have a big chance to get into Smash, decided by Nintendo themselves, so here we go. An 8th-gen Pokemon rep, despite the backlash that Sword and Shield faced by the infamous Dexit movement, the game sold well, and I'm predicting that Nintendo wants to push more of the modern games into Smash Ultimate, just like how they did with Byleth. A Legend of Zelda rep. Zelda is now celebrating its 35th anniversary. We only have 6 Zelda reps in Smash. Maybe Nintendo will do it to appeal to the Zelda fans out there. Who knows? Dante from Devil May Cry. Long ago, Vergaban said that Dante could be somewhere in the second Fighter's Pass, and well, after he debunked every single character before Byleth's reveal. But hear me out, M-rated characters still have a chance to get in Smash. I don't know if he's going to be playable or in Mii costume, second pass, so this is just a prediction. Lloyd or any Tails character. Lloyd is the only character whose Mii costume did not return from the past game, and Bandai Namco do indeed seem to deserve to get another rep in Smash. Well, Nintendo might add a Tails character to possibly appeal to the Japanese fans like they did with Hero 2 years ago. And then Crash Bandicoot or Rayman. My memory is correct, I remember how Nintendo did appeal the Western fans by giving them Banjo and Kazooie, so if Nintendo is trying to appeal to the Western fans once more this E3, they'll have to choose either Crash or Rayman for Smash. Well, that's all of my predictions for E3 2021. It might be right or wrong, but we have to wait until June to see which characters can make it into Smash once the Nintendo Direct hits. So, Jose Luis Trejo, thank you so much for sending in your comment, and you are a very active commenter. I see you, all the time, so thank you so much for sending it in. And also, if you guys want to donate anything to Block Content to make sure that we get to make daily content for you guys about Smash Brothers and everything you love, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent, and well, you can actually decide what our next video is about. That's all in your hands. So it's been an incredible run. So subscribe to Blocked Content, hit that like button, and if you want more information about Nintendo at E3 2021 or even Smash Brothers content, it's here.